Team Garage, Brent here. In this series, we open a box of each set as they come out, make a deck, and then go into competitive and see how we do. And whatever we get from the packs that we earn, we can then add to the next deck for next week. So let's open some packs. All right, let's see what we got. Let's start with these. Obi-Wan. Luminous Beings, that's great, and Shiny Gungi. Did I get the one card? No Wolf. Dang. Alright, well, that was fun. Alright, so I got a set 5. Let's hopefully get Yoda. Let's get that Yoda. Brawler. Got it. Oh. I got these. I got all of these. I might not have all these though. Alright, so now, so I guess that's like the one. Alright, so it's a set 4. So I could get a Chewbacca in this, and that would be kind of nuts for us. Millennium Falcon, Onyx. That's crazy. We got two of the high rarities. But this is our 3rd Falcon, so that's great.
It was in the pre-release.
Yeah, so I do have it.
But it also has the 3. It also has the 3 fire sprays.
Skull. A Windu.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. That's actually my 3rd consulate. Alright, so let's get into the deck video. Alright. So today we are playing Boba Red Data Vault. And like whenever I hear Boba, I'm like triggering myself because of like all the banned Boba stuff. This deck is based off of, I just like accumulated all of the playable cards in previous Boba Data Vault decks. See what I have, parsing through like what's possible. So the thing that we like, I have a very lack thereof is turn 1 plays. So like right away it's like we want to have salvage so we can have some plays, but it's not a turn 1 play. And like we have first order stormtroopers, it makes your leader work, but it's like a turn 1 play question mark. We only have 1 General Pride. So we're playing it, and it's really good if you get them, and you just pray you do. I just prayed that I would, I guess, And I have 1 Kylo's TIE Silencer. I'm lucky I got one, so I'm playing it. It works in the deck. It's a turn 1 play. I'm like, give me more turn 1 plays that are like good. And talking about good turn 1 plays, this is an amazing one. It makes your leader work. You can flip your leader onto this, and it feels pretty good. And then we have some removal. You don't really want to play this turn 1, but if you're playing against aggro, this is great to have because it gets rid of Gungi and gets rid of other things too. But not anything with the shield, because we don't have the ping stuff. So since I don't have a whole lot of of 1-drops or turn 1 plays, I'm like, well, I could just ramp on turn 1. Like I'll get it later, but eventually this will proc. And in one of the games, I actually ended up double procking because I just played 2 on turn 4 on one of their 1 health units, and eventually it went, and then I went straight to end game. And I ended up getting a win off of just that, but I don't think I sealed the whole game. The same thing, Fiend Fighter. Didn't really see play. It doesn't have, like, having 2 defense is such a liability. You know, it's just good if there's like an upgrade deck. Didn't see one. So then we have droid missile platform. It has good attack, but again, it has low defense. It doesn't stick around, but when it does go away, you get your leader to proc. I was on the fence about this card, but it has 3 defense, and so it would just tend to stick around more, you know, not into control. We have super laser tech in here. We don't have like a way to get rid of him on our own. If not, you're just getting damage in, but you know, we're ramping. The TIE Dagger Vanguard, such a good card. I wish we could play like 7 of those and just be okay, because like this just would feel so good most times, because I normally get it late. So even though I don't get like a turn 1 thing off, it just sucks when you miss. Then we got 3 resupply. I mean, you can go, you know, turn 1, you do the bounty, then do this, and you know, against control, you know, you're coming out on top. So we have 2 Dengar. It's a way to pump up our 3 cost units, and then we'll have another turn 2 thing. So like force choke after this is pretty sweet. I mean, you can play it as a body, but just no. Fifth Fire Spray is a house of a card. If you have these are so good. Oh my gosh. Like, it's a travesty that I only have 1 of these. But when I played it, it was like over. IG 2000 doesn't feel as good in this deck as it does in Django, as you could imagine. But, you know, it still does things. I just want to play because it just looks nice in this format when it looks like that with these. But it can do things with upgrades, and upgrades are going on. But I didn't see a single upgrade thing going on. This gunship pretty much always hits for 1 for me, 2 tops. It's still enough, and it's a capital ship. So then we can get into some of our other stuff later on. We have our 1 IG. It's kind of just a better Dengar, I think, because there's typically stuff with damage on, so then you can get pumps, and it's pretty juiced. So then we have the best card in the game. Then we have the second best card in the game. And then we have 2 Ruthless Raiders. You know, still, you know, as a capital ship, it does things when played and when defeated. You can get your leader going, but at this point, he's already out. And then when he's out, he loses his ping stuff. So it feels kind of whack, but you can do it, you know. And then we got the 1 War Juggernaut. This is just such a menace when it hits the field. You can ping himself. You can get rid of your... this is how we get rid of Super Laser. We got 1 Planetary Bombardment because we have a good amount of capital ships, and then like later we gave him more capital ships, so this is just like a way to end the game. I always try to go for the 12 indirect. So talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. Talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. And then talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. And talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. Talking about ending the game, this is another way to end the game. Talking about the end of the game, this is how we end the game. And that's the deck. It feels really good to play a crate for once, the highest rarity crate. You know, it feels pretty good, you know. So then for the side, we got restock for Kylo. Not armamentarium. We got the restock because typically 4 is enough. Like they might be able to play like a couple upgrades tops, but like they're typically like not enough. You know, there's just not enough. And you know, when you just cap them like that, it's kind of crazy. And it only costs 1 resource. And during raid is another way we can proc our leader early on. You know, good enough for me sometimes. And this is just a this is just a meme. You know, if we're not playing against somebody who has a lot of space units, this is just free. So we play it. And then we got our Palp, because we can end the game with Palp. He has Overwhelm too, and he like does damage when he's on play, and it's a great card. Then another Relentless. I hate Control so much. I hate I'm sorry. I did change a couple things. I had Hot Shots in there for some ungodly reason. Took them out for I think I took these out for the power or the force chokes, and that was a good call. You know, not having yellow makes these a lot worse. A lot worse. So let's get into the games. So our first game was against Bear's Oath, and it's a fun deck. The guy was not expecting to win, and he's just kind of goofy in general. So it was just a good time. We were just playing cards, having fun. If you're not having fun, then what are you doing?
It gets me out of the house.
Yeah.
All right, all set for fun and games again?
Yes, fun and games.
Excellent. Good choice, sir. Well, in that case, I will tap for 2 and put a Night Sister Warrior on the ground.
For 2, I'll play a TIE Bomber.
Excellent choice, sir. I will claim.
I'll pass.
Excellent choice. In that case, I will go into your TIE Bomber for 4.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay, got the raid. Got the raid.
Yeah, the raid.
Yeah, the one in the video.
Never underestimate the raid.
That was that one, okay.
Raid, not raid, sorry. Wrong game.
Okay. I'll just go into the TIE.
All right, we both go away.
Yeah.
Okay, resetting the board, I see.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, I will tap for 2 and put Karis back on the ground. I guess I will attack
You kill one, I still have one.
your base for 2.
Yep. Thing is,
Oh,
you're
and I
already
get
going
force.
pretty fast.
Oh, that's huge.
You deal
I
the most
will
base
tap
and the
for
amount of cards you have.
5, put out Odaka. I will defeat this unit. I will use the force. She will give this one -2/-2 for this phase. And then I will play this unit back for free.
Oh, not playing it early. It's like if I
Thank you for my TED Talk.
you're drawing a
All
We're
right.
here to test James.
Ready?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I was looking at it wait a second, I didn't do anything, did I?
I ended up throwing game 2. I had a turbo laser salvo in hand that I could have played, and it would have just closed the game out because I would have wiped the board and then attacked for lethal or something like that. And I almost cried. It was so I didn't think that was a thing I could do, is cry when I'm playing card games. But here we go. Good game.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, good game.
So then our next game we ended up winning. It was against Cal Blue Force, and it was when you attack you get the force, and it felt like it didn't have enough synergy. There wasn't enough good cards happening. He played a shatter point and stuff, but it just wasn't enough to get my board to stop rolling. I think I got some pretty good turn 1 play. I got a double turn 1 play. It was insane. I drew nuts. So it was also kind of fun because I was drawing so many good cards and stuff. It was I'm playing the main the real deck. I was getting all the 1-ofs that I only have 1 of, and they're all super good. It felt good.
I have to get a very specific combo going.
Okay.
Youngling Padawan, turn 1, forces with me. Turn 2, Vernestra Row, use the force, enters ready. Swing with both, forces back with. If you happen to have anything up still and you're swinging wide, I just do Cal things. Turn 4, Chirrut comes out, and then Cal comes out. From there, I have hopefully a comfortable enough board state. The problem is it chokes to a lot of good removal, and even Boba Fett being able to fling indirect everywhere, that constitutes as good removal. Other alternate combos, I do have, now there are 2 of them in there, so turn 3 I can drop just about anything. Actually, the heavy hitter is... the heavy hitters are Depi Balaba.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Ray, but Ray's more of a turn 2 play. Or turn 2, because then it would have to be turn 3. And I have nothing else. Otherwise, I do have Plo Koon in here, but I find I sideboard him out a lot for Kanan. Because Kanan actually has the opportunity to get some heals. Plo Koon tends to choke a little bit, especially if you're going very space heavy.
Yeah.
And in my defense, I do try to split the difference a little bit.
This was crazy. I did not expect that to be a thing.
But yeah, this one used to be a lot more space heavy. At one point, I did have the Padawan Starfighters in here that get buffed with Force units and upgrades. I've got Anakin in the sideboard. A little extra something to make the Concord Dons more annoying. Well, good games.
Yeah, that was fun. So then we had Kylo Ren Data Vault. and this player, he's a control player, and I just hate it. I just hate it so much. It is not fun. And especially just I don't know, just the way he talks sometimes, just it just makes me hate it. But it's just how he plays the game, and that's what he likes to do. And yeah. So lost game 1, actually won game 2. I put 8 cards or 9 cards in the side into the deck. I just hate control so much, and so I'm so glad that I was able to get a win off. I got rid of Kylo every single time. Even on game 1, I got rid of Kylo, and it took a lot, obviously, to stop that from happening. I don't think it was a clean get rid of him, but it was. I threw 3 or 4 cards into it, kind of a thing, and from there it kind of took over. And then game 2, where I won, I just put in a bunch of endgame cards and held on to them, and I got a double ramp off, and that's what I went straight to endgame, and I held on to all the late game stuff too. So it was just boom, we're on, I'm dropping crate super early, and it was, he didn't have enough. He also didn't get his drawing off too, which helped me. So then in the last game, it was a long one. It was the last game of the night. So shop was closing down and all that. And the front end of the game was a sped. So we basically started the game almost on turn 5. I was I'm deploying my leader already, and we're a couple minutes in. And then then I was just playing big stuff, and he was just removing it for for nothing, and yeah, eventually I just ran out of things to play. So I had a planetary bombardment in hand. And I just couldn't play it because he's removed every single capital ship I ever played within the next action. So it's well, don't have anything to play, so you got it. There's one time where I think I should have I missed an attack too, and he super laser blast, and I was could have gotten an attack in. Yeah, so there's some sequencing stuff too that I think I didn't have quite right, but it didn't feel like I just threw the game. It felt like I was still competing. So yeah, so we got one pack, and you get to see what's in it in the next episode. So if you're still here, it'd be really fun to have you there on the live of me recording a course. I really want to get started on teaching you guys everything I know about making board games, or card games mostly, because me and my friends we really like card games generally, or a board game that also has cards in it, like Catan. We were playing Catan almost competitively. I think a couple of us ended up going to a tournament online later on. It's going to be boxed and bundled, and it's going to cost money. I just stay tuned for that, because I really want to get that going, because life is getting kind of crazy right now. As you can kind of tell, I moved like spots in the house and stuff. Almost lost the house completely, and then but like fortunately that we're good. We had like moved back in and stuff, so you know life has been crazy. We're okay. I'm okay. Subscribe to the vibes and see you in the next one.